I'm headed to site right now. I had actually a lot of other things planned to do. I was going to go to site later to check on the progress of our install. However, when I called to find out what was going on, turns out there's an issue on site and nobody thought to call me. When it comes to managing any interior design project, communication is so key. And this is why. Today was a little bit of a fail because it was not communicated to me the time that they were arriving to install. And so I got a little bit frustrated because I have extremely high expectations as far as communication goes. But that's okay because we learn. We learn from all of the experiences that we go through. Glass is always half full. What I've been told is that the floor is not level. There's no surprise there. No Toronto house has a level floor. They're installing the entry millwork. I'm gonna go and see how I can help them troubleshoot and make it look still fantastic and beautiful so that nobody notices. One of the things that I'm always striving to do in our process, in our business, is to improve communication. Communication is key. I say that all the time. I learned a little bit about that when I worked in television. You're constantly in communication. I remember working on one of the TV shows and being so annoyed because the contractor called me every day and I thought, this is crazy. But you know what? It was fantastic because I learned that by having that constant dialogue, mistakes didn't happen as much. You're literally hearing from them every single day because you have like 3 or 4 weeks to do an entire home renovation. There are 3 key ways that you can have clear communication. The first way is obviously always discuss any issues that arise in person, and if it can't be in person, then on the phone. People can misinterpret an email. Tone is not conveyed properly in an email or a text message, never text. Door's so nice, new door, new transom. Okay. Wow. Similar to what we do at the end of the day together, right, to cover everything. My concern with that though is that will be fine looking here, but then on this side you're gonna have to cut it, so then it's gonna almost emphasize. The next key way is to never use text communication or even verbal communication as a final decision making. If anything is decided in person, verbally, which is great, you have to always follow it up with an email. Make sure that you have an email trail for absolutely everything. A lot happens on site. A lot of decisions are made. A lot of changes are made. Like, okay, yeah, let's do this. The contractor suggests something. You say, well, I don't like that. What about this? Come up with a great solution. Awesome. Everyone moves ahead. Weeks pass, months pass. Someone asks you a question about, well, why did we do that bulkhead? And why is that extra money? And who made this decision? Nobody remembers. You're not gonna remember. You think you're gonna remember, you don't remember. Something that we've implemented in our business is that we always do site notes. Somebody takes notes, like minutes almost, like you'd have at a corporate meeting, type them back up at our office. We send them out to every party that was involved in that meeting of everything that happened, the decisions that were made, and who's in charge of doing whatever.
That's why I have that shoe thing at the front door right
so
now.
The front door needs a stopper
and a powder room needs a stopper.
It's also really important to be in constant communication with clients. So we make a point every single week we send an email to our clients with any of the site notes from any site visits, but also just with an update so that they know what's going on. It's really important for us that our clients feel comfortable and at ease with the process.
You're in the end.
No.
We might actually finish before you go back to work.
We will.
Okay, perfect. So I'll just tell Jacqueline that you'll email with the date, with the time once you confirm with Louis.
The last key point, it's not really even key point, it's like a bonus key point. Communication is key and expectations are key, but you also have to treat people really well. There's lots of little tips and tricks that you can do to show people that you care and that you see them as a human being and not just as someone who's there to get the job done.
Hey Paolo, it's Rebecca. Like I don't see it and say, oh my God, it's not level. Whereas if there's a piece that's applied to the front of it, right, and then you have to cut it down, then you're noticing. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll try that first, and if that doesn't work, we'll apply something. Try filling it underneath first, okay? And if we don't like it, then we can do something like that. Karen stand up and get my towel, and I'm like, shower head moving.
Do you kind of know how you wanted these to be positioned?
Yeah, can I do it?
Yeah.
I think I like the look of that. Let's see. The boxes are pretty cute, actually. They look kind of vintage.
They do actually.
Yeah. The showstoppers. Whoa. Okay, we need to confirm that before end of day today, obviously. Oh, I was so nervous for nothing. Somebody once said to me, like, we don't really go to site much because, you know, it's really kind of not the best use of our time. A designer told me that, and I thought, holy cow, how do any of your projects turn out? Because I feel like the opposite is true. You need to be on site all the time, especially when key installations are happening or key decisions are being made, because so many questions pop up every time that you're there. And I'm glad I went because my solution was way better than the other solutions that they had. Another learning experience of why it's important to be on site when your trades are there. People are human and they make mistakes, and that's where communication and having that steady dialogue really helps to eliminate, but it will happen, so just don't fly off the handle when it does. That's just one example from one day on a job site of how important communication is in managing a project. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, share the video with your friends, and please follow us on Instagram because that's where I show daily videos behind the scenes of my life as a designer. See you soon. Damn pedestrians. Slow me down. Car sick from my own driving.